Hello, friends! Today we're diving into some of history's most mysterious disappearances. These stories have puzzled experts and captured imaginations for decades, if not centuries. Let's explore 4 of the most perplexing cases that remain unsolved to this day. Our first mystery takes us back to 1872 with the Mary Celeste. This American merchant ship was found drifting in the Atlantic Ocean, completely deserted. When it was discovered, everything on board seemed in order. The cargo was untouched. Food and water supplies were plentiful, and the crew's personal belongings were still there. Yet there wasn't a single soul aboard. The last entry in the ship's log was normal, and there were no signs of violence or distress. Why would the crew abandon a perfectly seaworthy ship? Theories range from pirate attacks and sea monsters to natural phenomena like underwater earthquakes. But despite extensive research and wild theories, the fate of the Mary Celeste's crew remains one of the sea's greatest mysteries. Next, let's move back even further to the late 1500s and the eerie story of the Roanoke colony. English settlers established this colony on Roanoke Island, off the coast of what is now North Carolina. Supplies ran low and the colony's leader, John White, returned to England to gather resources. But by the time he came back, 3 years had passed. When he finally arrived, he found the entire settlement had vanished without a trace. There were no bodies, no signs of violence, just the word Croatoan carved into a tree. Some believe the settlers joined a local Native American tribe, while others suspect they were killed or taken captive. Then, there are those who think something far more mysterious happened, maybe even supernatural. The Lost Colony of Roanoke has inspired books, movies, and countless theories, but the truth remains elusive. For our third case, we turn to one of the most famous aviation mysteries in history, Amelia Earhart. In 1937, Earhart set out to become the first woman to fly around the world. She and her navigator, Fred Noonan, were crossing the Pacific Ocean when they suddenly lost radio contact. Their last message indicated they were low on fuel and struggling to locate their intended destination. After this transmission, they vanished without a trace. Massive search efforts were launched, covering thousands of miles, but neither Earhart nor her plane was ever found. Some theorized that she crashed into the ocean and her plane sank to the depths, but others believe she may have been taken prisoner or even survived on a remote island. Amelia Earhart's disappearance remains one of aviation's greatest enigmas, with new theories still emerging today. Our final mystery takes us to the frigid mountains of Russia in 1959 and the infamous Dyatlov Pass incident. 9 experienced hikers set out on an expedition in the Ural Mountains. Days later, when they failed to return, a search party was sent to locate them. What they found was chilling. The group's tent was discovered torn open from the inside, as if the hikers had fled in a panic. Their belongings were left behind, and the hikers' bodies were later found scattered around the mountainside, some wearing only minimal clothing despite the freezing temperatures. Even more unsettling were the injuries. Some had fatal internal damage with no visible wounds, and one hiker was even missing her tongue. Theories for what happened that night include an avalanche, secret military tests, or even a paranormal encounter. But despite countless investigations, no one knows for sure what drove these hikers to flee into the deadly cold. The Dyatlov Pass incident remains a haunting mystery. These cases remind us of how little we truly understand about our world and the mysteries that surround us. What do you think happened in each of these disappearances? Share your theories in the comments below and don't forget to subscribe for more captivating mysteries. Thanks for watching.